I will do this again with you forever and ever and ever. Thank you.
You're generous. You're just so sweet. You're teachable. You're not proud. I've seen proud guys that their wives can't talk to them. But you listen. You listen. Like you listen to me, and that is amazing. You know.
They use ice and sand.
I have a happy couple here, and we're just going to ask them some questions. We have been family friends for so many years now, and we happen to live in the same country right now. Yeah, so we're just going to ask them some questions, some heart-to-heart questions. They don't have an idea of the question, and I believe that we'll get something from them. Are you ready?
Are you ready for the question?
Let's go.
You want us to meet you?
Ladies first.
My name is Florence. What's your name?
Oh, SimonPeter.
12 years.
Amazing
12 years. She forgot to add that.
Yes.
Actually, it's been, everything seems to be working. You know, it got to a point where I could literally say that I've ticked up all the boxes, in our marriage. And it just happens to be that it's suddenly 12 years. And I'm like, so we've been married for 12 years?
You've been stuck with me.
Wow. Amazingly been stuck. So yeah, everything, God has been faithful. Everything is beautiful so far. Yeah.
I actually don't have anything to add. Everything has been amazing. I got married to my best friend, and it's been a jolly good ride. I have no regrets. The question was what has been working. I would say everything has been working. I can't say there's something that isn't working. Really, I think it's been a good ride.
For me, the first very major thing was making decisions. Growing up, I've always known that the husband is the head of the home, and being the head, you're supposed to make the decisions and ensure that it is carried out. I discovered I didn't work completely like that, insisting on my decisions, because every time I made decisions and insisted that she abides by them, most of the time we've gotten ourselves into trouble. So I've constantly learned to be able to listen to my wife. God has used her as a source of wisdom to be able to make me know the right things to do at every point in time. And every time she has suggested something, of course, she doesn't impose it, she suggests. And as the head, I am expected to lean towards what she said. And every time I've done that, we've ended up having a very awesome result at the end of the day. Yeah. That's one among so many other things. Of course, finances has been also a challenge, a struggle. God is helping us with that. And our sex life has also been one of the very major troubles. But truly it's been beautiful. We have gotten better. Where we started and where we are today is not the same place. So we are getting really, really better at that particularly. I'm so excited about that. By the way.
He said it all actually. I don't have anything else to add. I sound what you don't do. Well, in the past, I'd say one of the things we struggled with is our finances. Um, yeah, continue.
How do I take what is in your mind? How do I take it from?
Finances actually, it's getting better. You know, I remember those days when we really didn't have so much. I felt I'm the very prudent one, and my husband is a spend freak. He's a philanthropist, you know. And most times I don't understand when I feel he spends on unnecessary things. If there's no food in the house, or we probably haven't paid some of our bills, I don't see a reason why he should be so philanthropic. You know, charity begins at home. Settle the home first, you know, before you think about others outside. And we struggled, you know, for a while, but I think we're better now. Really, I don't have a problem with him giving out anymore, because I think we've conquered that aspect of finances, and God has been faithful, really, you know. So
Yeah. Baby, you are simply amazing. Now, one of the very best things that happened to me was the fact that I married you. Truly, most times I wonder how my life would have been without you. I love you so endlessly, so much. Thank you for adding color to my life. You know, I would do this again with you forever and ever and ever. Thank you.
you've been an amazing husband, an amazing friend. You're someone that's so thoughtful, and you seem to know me so well. I always tell people that you're very kind. I remember when you were coming for me those days, and I just felt you really didn't have all the qualities I was looking out for in a guy. But what I held on to, I felt, even though you didn't have, you know, the physical attributes, you know, all the, you know, them, but there was something you had, your love for God, and you had a very good heart. You're a very kind person. And I asked myself, what exactly are you looking for? Are you looking for all the physical attributes that can be changed and be worked on, or are you looking for the heart, really? And I had to tell myself the truth. I was looking for the heart, and I found that in you. You're kind, you're generous, you're just so sweet, you're teachable, you're not proud. I've seen proud guys that their wives come talk to them, but like you listen to me, and that is amazing. You know, I have a husband that listens. You know, you're just so sweet, you're just so humble, and that's one of the things that I saw in you that made me, you know, give you a yes eventually.
Yeah, for me, I would actually say most times it's difficult to say, but find a friend and get married to your friend. Because that's one of the things that happened to me. After we first became friends, yeah, before we became couples. Yeah, so the friendship still continued even after we got married. I know people who would say they were friends before, then when they got married, they became husbands and wives. And most times that seemed not to work. Just be friends and still continue your friendship into the marriage. What do I mean by that? For example, there are things that she does, you know, to me that I would let go because she's my friend. I won't hold it back because she's my wife, you know, and so that actually is something that works so much for us. Find a friend and get married to your friend, because after the kids are gone, you spend more time with yourselves than you could ever imagine. Very soon, our children will be leaving home for school, and then we'll be stuck with ourselves. So if we are not friends, it would never be fun. It will be very boring. You know, I actually always look forward to coming back home because I'm coming back to my friend. I'm coming back home. If we let all the social media gadgets, all the TV and everything, if we keep them aside, the phones and everything, we'll still be able to have beautiful conversations together and not be tired of each other. So that's the kind of friendship I'm talking about. One that you enjoy your company, you can spend time together with yourselves forever. And so look for your friend, and when you find a friend, stick to the person.
For me, I'd like to say, just like you said, friendship is important. When you get married, don't see your spouse as my husband or my wife. See the person as that same friend you've always had. And that has worked for me. The way we play, the way we tease ourselves, the way we hit ourselves and all that. We don't relate like a couple, the way people see marriage to be. We relate as friends. We've always been friends and we'll always be friends, And I always say, in all your gettings, I don't know the list you have for the kind of man or the kind of woman you would want to get married to, but in all your gettings, get a kind person. A kind person, someone that wouldn't hurt you. No matter what you do to him or her, he will never hurt you. He's kind enough to know that he doesn't want you getting hurt. And that would really help. That will help you to have an amazing marriage. I've seen situations where people get married and they see their spouse as a different individual from themselves. They see their spouse as a different entity. And I tell people, the two of you have become one. Whatever you wouldn't want to do to yourself, don't do it to him. If I don't want to get hurt in any way, I wouldn't want him to get hurt, because in hurting him, I'm actually hurting myself. And people get married and their first priority is something else, someone else. Your first priority is him. He's my first priority. He's my closest family. I had siblings before I got married, but they are secondary now, and that's the truth. Whether they like it or not, I'm sorry. But he is my first priority, and he is my family, my immediate family. And every other one is secondary, and that's the truth. I love my family, I love my siblings, I love my parents, but the love I have for him is different. And we're on a different level, Sweetheart, you're my one and all.
That's good to know.
So if we see marriage to be that way, and you see him as an extension of you, a part of you, the two of you are one, I think that's understanding will help you to have an amazing marriage. Really, this life is there's nothing in this life. Enjoy it while you can. The life is so short. I'm 41 this year, and it's like I've lived almost half of my life. Please, I want to enjoy this life. I really don't. There's no time for any form of animosity, and I don't have time to be sad, really. I just want to have fun, enjoy my life, and enjoy my bobo.
Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Ogar. And I hope you've learned one or two things. You're doing this not because we have the happiest of marriages, but because we've made ours the happiest. So it's always an intentional thing. And we're not doing it to show forth ourselves, but we're doing it to inspire you and to motivate you that, yes, that marriage might be turbulent, but there is still hope.
Like the sea behind us.
Yes, there is still hope. And there's always something good in associating yourself with like minds. These friends have been a blessing to us. We've been married through the years. We've seen the ups and downs of marriage, and we are still forging ahead. So we're just encouraging you to keep pushing, keep working on that marriage. And until next time, thank you for watching.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye.